Voice Kakashika desu. Hello everyone, it's Yuri here. I totally didn't mean to come to this scene. I totally did not mean to come to the scene. Teehee. Koko no gamen ni kuru tsumoriじゃなかったHakushika desu. ちゃんと挨拶するか。皆さんおはようございます。こんにちは、こんばんは。フェイズコネクト、カナダ発 VTuber 事務所フェイズコネクト所属の博士会いおりです。よろしくお願いします。はいはい、ハローハロー。おはよう、仕事行ってきます。行ってらっしゃい。気をつけてね。Yuri sensei at home? Yeah, I have to head to class. I haven't left my house yet. I haven't left yet. You know, it's too cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. Yeah, it's too cold, so I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. Sensei is late. It's okay. There's no late for Sensei. Sensei is always on time. The time the Sensei came in the classroom is the time when the class starts. So there's no Sensei being late. Did you ever get what other app to use? Oh, shoot! I forgot to ask my friend. Thank you for reminding that. I'm probably gonna meet my friend at the beginning of March or so. Like, I don't know. We were talking about the end of this month, but I don't think like I can make it. Maybe not. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna meet my friend soon in a month. So let me ask that time. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, my friend, how should I say it? Environment-wise, she was able to catch Japanese, but to improve her Japanese, she uses an app to study. Like, used to use it. She already graduated from the app. And I realized one thing. I was like looking into the phone, and then I was like, there's something missing. And I like need a few seconds to think, and I realized, oh, I forgot to bring my charger. So, let's see. Or should I go and get my charger now? Should I go and get my charger, or if we can finish it before my battery dies, it'll be fine. But wait, let me check how much battery do I have. It should be fine. I'm guessing it'll be fine. I have 77%. It's quite good. It's quite good. Go get it now. Okay. I'm gonna go get it. While I go get it, I'll show you. Where did I go? Found it. This will be on screen. これをご覧ください。博士がちょっと充電器取ってきます。すいません。 Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna real. Where did they go? Where did they go? Where did they go? Let me change the pen. Let me change the pen chat. 固定コメントを変えましょう。これですね。This should be good. Yes. So in the pin chat, you can find a link to the merch and also the 2 cover songs that me, Michiru, and Nasa, us 3 have been doing. Welcome back. Thank you. ということでございますが、なんということでございましょうか。今日はまったりしてますね、頭が。頭がまったりっていうの、動いてないってことなんだよな。よいしょ。ということで、授業始めていきますか。So let's get started. So today it's 新 Japanese lesson 05. It's class number 5. And last week, since my throat, I had a really sore throat. Not sore exactly. How should I say it? A little bit sore throat, and I just couldn't speak. My voice was completely broke. So I postponed the lesson to this week. I'm sorry about that, but we're finally gonna get started with the grammar session. Everyone's favorite. Or not. And I did upload the answer for lesson number 4 on Discord. So if you've solved it and if you want to go check the answer, go ahead. It's up there. One thing I realized after posting it is that for the PNG, it's not following the order somehow. So you might want to check the top right where it says the page number of the homework. Tomoya! Hello! Yes, it's number 5 of the Japanese lesson. So see you guys at the lesson screen. 文法ね、白しかはね。ちょっと教え方に困ったよ、これは。困ってるよ。よっこらしょいち。So it's Japanese lesson 05. Oh, let's greet. Let's do the Japanese style greeting. ちゃんと挨拶しますか。起立。気をつけ。お願いします。By the way, the 起立気をつけ means stand up, stand still. And お願いします。When we say like お願いします, we usually bow. And 着席 means sit down. Thank you very much for the way! ゆうちゃんのチャンネルから来てくれたみんなようこそありがとう。おはようこうさん。ということで、改めまして、はじめましての方ははじめまして、フェイスコネクト所属、白鹿いおりと申します。日本語と英語2言語を話すことができるので、英語のニキニキたちに日本語を教える授業をやっております。本日はそちらでございますね。So hello everyone from Newsread! Welcome. I'm Iori Hakushikun from Face Connect Origins, which is the very first origin, so I'm a hack. And since I'm bilingual, Japanese English bilingual, I'm teaching the English viewers Japanese. So if you're one of them, and if you're like, oh, I've really been into watching Face JP side streams, then this is for you. Ken-san, welcome to the hunting club. Hack love. I've always been curious. From what age is exactly like a hack considered as hack? これずっとなんか気になってたんだけどさ、英語のね、なんかネットスラングみたいなので、ハックっていうのがあるの、HH でハグっていう。で、なんかなんて言えばいいんだろう。ちょっと年配。オブラートに包んでちょっと年配な方々を言うんだけど、 でもなんか年上のお姉さんっていうよりかはそれよりかはもうちょっとなんかおばさんに近い感じのニュアンスが含まれてるのね。でもまあもちろん愛を込めてフェイスコネクト内では使われてるんですけど、なんか年寄り組みたいな感じでハグっていうのでよくねみんなからかったりしてるんですけど、そのハグって何歳以上なのって今聞いてて、 25?22?What the F? Are you guys like what? 10? Are you guys 10? 25って若くねえか？若くないっすか？みんななんだ10歳な。25 and up is not a hag. Considering 25 plus up as a hag kind of sounds like what a 10-year-old does. 日本でアラサー、私もっと上だと思ってたんだけど、アラサーぐらいのことハグっていうのだったらなんか失礼じゃねえと思うんだけど、どうなの？ Hag is a lifestyle? Never heard of that. そうなの？ハグは何？ライフスタイルの話してんの？なことなくね？ Hag definition. Yeah, hag originally means witch. Old woman is called a hag. Okay, what is the original definition of hag? And not even in later literature, the term hag and its relatives in European languages come to stand for an unattractive older woman. You guys are all wrong. What does hag mean in slang? Yeah, an offensive word for a woman who is considered to be old and unattractive. 多分実際スラングとして使われてるのはアラサーの人たちのこと指してるんだろうけど、そうだよね。ハグってもともとメディーボーっていう時代、中世ヨーロッパぐらいの時代かなぐらいに使われてた単語で、もともとは魔女とかの話をしてたりしてたんだけど、そこから意味が変化してって魅力的じゃない年寄りのおばあさんのことをハグってけなし言葉として使ってたっていう歴史背景があるのね。でそれがなんかわかんないけどスラングで年寄りのことを指すようになって VTuber 界隈ではアラサーの人たちを指すみたいな。意味わかんないじゃん。言葉の変化っていうのはあるんだなっていうのはわかるけどさ、あまりにもじゃねえか。元の意味がなくなってる。We love hags. Now I'm not sure how to feel when I hear hag. But that's the old definition. So the way that you guys use hag is just a VTuber community definition. You call yourself a hag? Yeah. Because I am old. I'm pretty sure my inner side is old than my actual age. You're only 5. I'm only 5, but I don't exercise regularly because my job is desk work. These days I just can't sleep for some reason, so I stay up late, work and wake up late. My body is definitely older than 5. Isn't 5-year-old deer like 34 in human years? Yeah. If you Google, yeah, that's the answer you get. But dear human works differently, so we're not 34. そうだから VTuber 界隈でのハグはアラサーなんだ。But it's 30, around 30 for hag, which is the Dirty is considered to be a hack because it's closer to mother's age. It's just that more controversial parts of the internet say Western women start to lose their looks by 25 to 30. It's called the wall. That's so rude. The wall? なんかあれだって西洋とか欧州の方ではあれだってなんか25から30ぐらいの時にの年齢の女性は徐々にそのお母さんに近づいてくからその徐々になんだろうその若々しいさピチピチな可愛さっていうのを失われてくからそれをその年代のことを壁って呼ばれることもあるよってめっちゃ失礼じゃないめちゃくちゃ失礼じゃん。I thought it was 30 plus because of the leftover women thing. There is no leftover women because nowadays it's more common of like people getting married at their 30s and having a child in their 30s. Right? Isn't that becoming more common? At least what I heard in Japan and Canada, that's like what nowadays newer generation are like. Not the Western US? I think I live close to Western US! Oh, you mean like the Western, like the cowboy Western, or it's like the West Coast? If it's West Coast, I don't think... I think I have the sense of it. Lots of people are getting married. Oh yeah, that's true. But like even the people who gets married, they marry at their 30s now. They say you hit the wall at 20 or 30, but there are 50-year-old Japanese women who say, no, for Japanese women, I really appreciate when people word it out as you look very young, but I know we just look childish from like the Western eyes. We just look like babies, yeah. That's true. So like I hear a lot from my friends that whenever like for the friends who've been to foreign countries, they're like, oh, like when I tried to purchase something, when I tried to drink alcohol, they checked my age and like they always check my age. And I'm like, yeah, cause you know you look like baby still. Dear humans also looks like baby from Western eyes apparently, and like same as Japanese, so we always get checked. That's the reason why I always carry 2 pieces of ID. Cause if I wanna like, if I go to a restaurant and feel like drinking, they need to check my ID like 2 pieces. Yeah, I know like different generations, people get married. So like, but though, the interesting thing is not my local, but in the Dairy Human world, I used to move a lot. So one place that I lived for quite long, I'll say, that place, for like the, wait, I learned that word and forgot. Let me Google. The ESL time. So like since the place that I lived was considered, I forgot what you guys taught me, so it would be nice if you could teach me again. That like it's in Japan. Well, no, like you know how like America, Canada. If you say like, oh, it's a little sketchy place, they really talk about like actual like Hastings and so. But in Dear Human, it's a little different what we consider as those places. And the area that I lived was considered as one of them in the Dear Human perspective, which is not, by the way, from the Western perspective. It's super safe there. Just that there is sometimes like there is a shooting maybe once a year or once in 2 years or so. But it's like that, just that. And maybe, yeah, there's like robbery 5-6 times in the neighbor around a year, but it's all like that. But like that, those areas, people get married at younger age. People get married at younger age compared to the average, like the nowadays average. That's considered safe. Have you never lived? Have you never lived? Wait, you guys, I thought most of my viewers are from the States. Isn't that still safe? Like shooting once in 2 years, people getting stabbed once a year. That's safe. Isn't it? Wait, at least in the places that I live, that's considered safe. At least in the place that I live, that's considered safe. That's way on the safer side. Even the place that I like right now, Canada, there's more than that. There's more crimes happening than that. The frequency is getting up and up. But like, yeah, the place I used to live in, the Dear Human, it was like that. So the thing is, in that area, people get married at a younger age. So my classmates, few of them are already married and they have child. They already have child, and many of them been in a relationship for a long time, so they're like almost getting married. I'm like, yeah, and like I know 2 of them who got married when they were in high school, and they had child around like 18-ish. I know 2 of them, and like I'm like, oh yeah, okay. In high school, well, like they dropped, like one of them dropped out. So yeah, that's a fun fact about Dear Human and also Japan. If you go and live in the area that's considered as like the rough side, people get married at early ages still nowadays. But the majority of people get married at their late 20s to 30s. In this economy, yeah, this economy. Isn't that shocking? Well, yeah, that's how it's like. Anyways, let's actually jump into the lesson. So it's Japanese lesson 05. Oh, Tenma, thank you for the read. Welcome over to Tenma's channel. We were talking about how few of my, like, at least I know 2 of my classmates had a child when they were 18. They had a baby when they were 18, and we were talking about that. Yeah, hi, hello. I'm not in touch with them anymore. Not because of that. Before that, because I moved, I just lost the contact, and I was like, oh, okay, I wasn't even that close with them. So. Thank you very much! Moderator sound, that's the link to Tenma's channel. Please go give her big support as well. Welcome everyone! If it's your first time seeing me, nice to meet you. I'm Iori Hakushika from Face Connect Origins. I'm actually Tenma's genmate. Today is Japanese lesson 05, though we've been talking about that. How I know 2 of my old friends already. How old are the kids now? I can't. I don't even want to count actually, because I'll be in shock and I'll probably start crying, knowing that I'm still alone. But yeah. Anyways, let's start the lesson. ということで始めていきましょう。Today we're gonna be starting grammar, so it's grammar number 1. Today's focus will be parts of speech. 本日はですね、parts of speech について話していきます。主に焦点を当ててね、品詞でございます。So, first important thing is this is not part of speech part, but this is something that you must know. And I'm sorry I can't explain the reason why it's like this, but this is something that you must know. It's just a remember thing. Just memorize this. English is SVO, subject, verb, object, but Japanese is subject, object, verb. Okay? This is really one important thing, super important thing that you must know before we start the grammar. So Japanese is subject, object, verb. はい、英語はですね、SVO、これよくね、中学の英語の時とか聞くと思います。SVO 構文って。ですけどね、日本語は SOV 構文でございます。So, example. Iori eats a shika senbei. If I want to say this in Japanese, how would it be like? これ英語でですね、Iori eats a shika senbei を日本語に訳した場合はどうなりますかっていうので、in English you can see like Iori as the subject, eats as verb, shika senbei is the object, so it's SVO. になりますが、日本語だと but in Japanese it'll be like this. いおりは鹿せんべいを食べる。いおりは鹿せんべいを食べる。いおりは鹿せんべいを食べる。So, what is this though? And if I have to directly translate it into English, not even changing the order of the grammar, it'll look like this. いおり鹿せんべい eats. いおり鹿せんべい eats. That's how Japanese work like. すごく面白いことで、この英語をまずじゃあ日本語の順番に並び替えるよってなったら、いおり鹿せんべい eats になるんですよね。でそれを日本語に訳すと、いおりは鹿せんべいを食べるとなります。こことっても重要ですね。こうやって語順が変わりますよっていう話ですね。僕しか鹿せんべい美味しい。鹿せんべいってちなみにちょっと草の味がするだけのせんべいなので意外といけます。いおりは鹿せんべいを食べる。 If you're asking me if I eat 鹿せんべい I can answer I've had it once. It wasn't bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It's just grass taste senbei. By the way, senbei is rice cracker if you didn't know. Yeah, I've had it once when I went to Nara Park. I bought like the senbei pack, and before I gave it to the deer, as a deer human, I was like, I need to try this, so I had a bite of it. It wasn't bad. It was just grass taste, like roasted grass taste senbei. I never thought to eat it myself in Nara. You missed the chance to eat it. How do you know what grass tastes like? You never had grass in your mouth? How could you never had a grass in your mouth growing up? Like, as when you were a kid, didn't you like go to the park and just like roll over and like play around? And when you do that, you end up having some kind of grass in your mouth, right? A little bit of grass in your mouth, and you spit it out like pick, pick. No? What the? What the heck? You guys didn't go outside to play? Or did you just not get the grass in your mouth somehow? City kids. Oh, there are city kids. Ah. Why was your mouth open? It wasn't even open. It just ends up there. grass when I was a kid. Right? We do that. That's normal. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you. I do, but Mama said not to play grass. My Mama said not to do it, like, put anything in your mouth if it's from the ground.鹿せんべい草の味してよってなんで草の味知ってるのって言われたんだけどさ、子供の頃にさ芝生とかでゴロゴロしてたらさ、その草が口の中入ってしまうことってあったじゃないですか。あったよね。なんか数人英語でもそんなことないんだけどって言われたんだけど、何超アーバンボーイ&ガール、その人たち超都会っ子、自然を見たことがないタイプありますよね。あるんだってばよ。絶対にあるんだって。その味をちょっと香ばしくローストした感じのせんべいですね。鹿せんべいはちなみに。So yes, Iori is a shika senbei in Japanese. If you first change the order of the word to the Japanese SOV format, it'll be Iori shika senbei eats. And if you translate that to Japanese, it'll be Iori は鹿せんべいを食べるでございます。パクチーが一番純粋。パクチーは全然違うよ。美味しいよ、あれは美味しいハーブだから。草の味とも違うよ。なんか純粋な草の味ってその爽やかさなくないですか？でもパクチーの爽やかじゃないよねと思うんだけど。 Okay, moving on.So yes, Iori は鹿せんべいを食べる。So let's first, okay, reminder before we actually start the main part of the lesson. The Shin Japanese lesson series, I'm gonna be teaching you guys no, not English, Japanese and a Japanese perspective. So this is how you learn the Japanese grammar from when you go to a Japanese school. And I'm translating that into English. So it might be different. It might actually be quite different from what you will learn if you use those apps that teaches you Japanese and English. Hope that makes sense. Because I've never studied Japanese from an English perspective. I only done Japanese, English.これもう一度ねちょっとお知らせなんですけど、博士課のやってるこの英語の授業はですね、日本語の授業はですね、日本語で日本語を学んだ際の学び方を英語に訳して皆様に教えております。英語的観点から見た日本語の教え方はね特にしておりません。なぜかというと博士課がそれをやったことがないからです。日本語は日本語でしか学んだことがないし、英語は英語でしか学んだことがないので、こういったやり方を取らせていただいております。So yes, Iori は鹿せんべいを食べる。So now let's break this down into phrase. Phrase in Japanese we say it 文節。はい、文節に分けてみましょうということで、こうなりますね。So look like this. イオリは鹿せんべいを食べる。So イオリは is one phrase. 鹿せんべいを is another phrase. 食べる is the last phrase in the sentence. このようになります。文節で区切ると。So from this will be the parts of speech part. So イオリはのイオリ is about me, right? So イオリ the word イオリ is called 自立語 and は is 付属語. And then next slide explains more about this. Never mind, these are the parts of the speech. So 自立語 means independent word. 付属語 means dependent word. Knowing that, if you look at the sentence again and the phrases again, Iori は Iori. Does Iori make sense by the word alone? Iori, just hearing Iori, do you know what it's talking about? Yes, it's talking about me, because I'm Iori Hakushika. So Iori is an independent word. It makes sense with it being independent. Wa though, this blue line, wa is a dependent word, because just by saying wa, it has no meaning. It doesn't have any meaning. It has to be combined with an independent word. If you say iori wa, it'll be iori is. That's the difference between independent and dependent word. Okay? Same for shikasenbei. Shikasenbei alone itself, yes, we know what it's talking about. It's talking about the deer senbei. Wo though, just by hearing o, it doesn't make any sense. We don't know what it's talking about. So that's a dependent word. これですね、付属語と自立語ですが、そう、自立語 there is one independent word at the beginning of phrase. Only one. Each phrase, there is gonna be a independent word. And there can't be two independent words. We can't say iori shika senbei wa. No. There's only one and it's at the beginning of the phrase, so it's really easy to spot. 付属語 dependent words though, there could be 付属語 after the 自立語, but not always. For the dependent 付属語, there could be one after the independent, but sometimes there's zero. So independent words could form a phrase by its own, but dependent words cannot form a phrase by its own. Yes, Louise, thank you. We're not gonna jump into that yet. We're gonna be doing those kaku joshi and all those next week. We're gonna be focusing on 自立語 for this week. The independent words is our focus. For the wa and wo, those one I'm gonna be covering it next week when I talk about the dependent words. Today, our focus is more about the 自立語, the independent ones. Because without the independent, you won't be able to form a phrase, form a sentence. You won't be able to actually speak. So yes, parts of speech 品詞. So there's two groups, 自立語 and 付属語. We already looked at both of it. And those 自立語 is gonna be our focus today. 本日はですね、自立語について主に話していきます。So again, if you look at this chart, this is gonna be super important, by the way. From parts of speech 品詞, it's gonna be we can break down into 付属語 and 自立語, independent words and dependent words. And then, from farther down, it's gonna be broken into two parts each again, and that's gonna be judged based on if it 活用 or not. 活用するしないでさらに自立語付属語っていうのを分けていくことができます。So first of all, what is 活用度? 活用する、活用しない。What is 活用? So 活用 is, does the word change when there is a following word or not? Does the word change its form when there's a following word or not? That's the key point. And I will be explaining these later on in the class, like not today's class, in future classes, because I need like a more actual example. It's really hard to just explain it by words. It'll be better if you can see it. But keep in mind there's something called 活用. Don't worry about it too much for today's class. Just if you remember the definition of it, it's okay for today. So, first we're going to be looking at the 自立語 independent words when it 活用する. So when the word's form changes when there's a following word. 自立語の中で活用するものを本日とりあえず見ていきます。その後ね、活用しない方も見ていきます。So, for the one that does change its form, there's 動詞、形容詞、形容動詞。 動詞、形容詞、形容動詞。And what are each of them? It's verb, adjective, adjectival noun. This is something that doesn't apparently exist in English. I googled and said like there's nothing that's exactly that fits here. So some people might call it adjectival verb, but I will stick with the adjectival noun instead of verb for this whole series. 形容動詞ちなみに英語にはないそうですだからちょっとややこしくなっちゃうんだけどね。We're going to be starting from the verb and then adjective and adjectival noun. So verb is the easiest because it's the same even in English. So it expresses movement, action, existence, etc. The end. Okay, chat is hiding. I'm going to hide you guys actually then. We really have to figure this out. みんな隠すね。ちょっとみんな聞いてもらいます一度。マジックですこちらが。So yes, going back, verb, it expresses movement, action, existence, and etc. The end form in Japanese is u sound. Let's go, hi Nagnan. It's u sound when the end form is always u sound. So kau means buy. If I say I'm gonna buy iPhone, it'll be iPhone を買う。That's the u sound. 起きる wake up is also 起きる。You hear the 起きる sound, right? So for verb, the end form must be u sound. これがね動詞でございます。動きなどをね表す、動きや作用などを表す、言葉で、終止形がう、でございます。Next one, adjective. It expresses state, condition, property, etc. The end form is e sound. 形容詞ですね。形容詞はその性質とかその様を表すものでございますが、終止形は「い」の音でございます。楽しい means fun。美しい means it's beautiful。ない there's no。ない is also a 形容詞。ないもね形容詞でございます。There is no is 形容詞ない。Because it's expressing the state of it, right? There's no of it. So it's adjective, ない。And as you can see, it ends in the E sound. 楽しい、美しい、ない。It's E. This one is gonna be the one that I feel like it might be a little bit tricky. 形容動詞 is adjectival noun. It expresses state, condition, property, etc. So it's basically the same as 形容詞. The difference is the end form is the sound. Instead of e, it's the sound. So you can think like for now, if it expresses state, condition, property, but it doesn't end with e sound, it's mostly adjectival noun. So what I mean by the sound is 静かだ。静かだ It's quiet. Because 静か quiet is expressing how it is, right? The room is quiet. That's adjective. But 静か is not ending with the E sound. So if you want to change that to an N form, we have to add the da. So it'll be considered as adjectival noun instead of adjectives. It's adjectival noun. So like an observation? No, it's the same as 形容詞. It's just it doesn't end with the E. So it's a 形容動詞then. Because the next one, 幸せだ. 幸せだ means the subject is happy. If I say 私は幸せだ, it means I'm happy. 幸せ it doesn't end with the E. So if you want to make this into an N form, we have to add the da. 幸せだ Then this is an adjectival noun. So 幸せ itself it is an adjectival noun. Just that Japanese grammars, these like parts of speech, when you look at the chart and look at the explanation, it's defined distinguish based on the end form. End form is what's really important here. But an easier way to think for now, this doesn't work for all of the times, but for most of the times it works is that if it doesn't end with the E sound, it's 形容動詞。これね、E ノートで終わらないものを大体形容動詞って考えて大丈夫でございます。Is it da or not? It's da. D-A, da. 幸せだ。幸せだ。静かだ。でございます。で、and these ones. So the independent words that does 活用 that does change its form. Verb, adjective, adjectival noun. 動詞、形容詞、形容動詞. We call these 用言。用言 itself is not really important to this class, though it will be a core term in the future grammar lessons, so I will strongly recommend you guys to try to remember this. 用言 is the group of this. We call this group 用言。このね、動詞形容詞形容動詞のことを用言と日本語では言います。めちゃくちゃ大事なね言葉でございます。用言は、We will be referring back to 用言 a lot for the grammar rules、文法、日本語の文法はですね、たくさん、用言続く言葉が用言の場合はみたいなのがたくさん出てくるのでね、後々大切になってくる言葉でございます。用言。So yeah, that was 動詞、形容詞、形容動詞 verb, adjective, adjectival noun. Next, there was the form, the one that changes its form when there's a following word, and there's one that doesn't. There's one that doesn't, right? So we'll be looking at the one that doesn't. The one that doesn't, I am also hiding it. I'm gonna hide for a second. We have a lot of them, 5 of them. 名詞、副詞、連帯詞、接続詞、感動詞っていうのが、自立語の中で活用しないグループになります。So this is the one that doesn't change its form even when there's a following word under the independent word category. And 名詞, we're gonna be starting off with 名詞. This is super duper easy. Oh, okay. I had to hide again. So 名詞 is noun. This is the easiest. It's a noun. これ一番簡単ですね、名詞。名詞を探せ大好きです。一番簡単だから。And 副詞 is an adverb. 連帯詞 is a pre-noun adjectival. 接続詞 is the conjunction. 感動詞 is exclamatory words. So I feel like the 連帯詞 might be a little bit uneasy for some of you guys. But the others does exist in English as well, so it should be fairly easier compared to the others. 連帯詞もね、英語に存在しないのでちょっと難しいかもしれないですが。So starting off with noun, it identifies any class of people, places, or objects, or to name something particular. As we all know, Fuji-san is a noun, Mount Fuji. Nihon is a noun, Japan, Iori is a noun, Hakushika is a noun. So yes, noun is 名詞. I don't think I need to explain anything further than this for this, because it's the same. 名詞は一緒でございます。Place, yes, person, place, or thing is noun, 名詞。名詞はね、世界共通ですのでね。名詞っていう概念も一緒なのでね、名前ですね。何かしらの名前です。なので、博士課も名詞だし、いおりも名詞だし、富士山も名詞だし、日本も名詞だしですね。Next one! Oh, yes, this is important though. Noun, we call this taigen sometimes. 名詞, we call it taigen, especially in the grammar world. So, it'll be nice if you could take a note of this as well. So, 用言、体言, these are the two terms that we'll be hearing a lot in the future lessons. ね、名詞のことを体言と言ったりします。体言止めとかっていうやつですね。体言で終わる際のことを体言止めって言ったり、とにかく体言っていうのもたくさんできます。用言と体言は本当にできますね。連帯詞っていうのもそれこそそうですし、連用修飾語、連帯修飾語とかも全部ね、体言、用言に基づいて考えられるので、in Japanese grammar, there's many words and grammatical rules that refers to taigen and yogen. Okay? This should be the easiest in all of the parts of speech though. Noun, it's Meishin Japanese, aka taigen. That's like, that will be more than enough for your note. Next one is 副詞。続いて副詞ですね。Adverb. This is the same too. It expresses a relation of place, time, circumstances, manner, cause, degree, etc. So, for example, there's とても which means very. とても。とてもは副詞でございますね。That shouldn't be too difficult as well. Though, from the next slide it's gonna be 副詞 adverb only connects to 用言 which we call these 連用修飾語。副詞はですね、用言のみにくっつくことができます。こういうのをですね、連用修飾語と言います。So once again, 用言 was verb, adjective, adjectival noun. So とても can only connect to either one of them. So 美しい静かだ。美しい was 形容詞 adjective. 静かだ was adjectival noun. So we can combine it and say とても美しい very beautiful. とても静かだ very quiet. But we cannot say とてもいおり. It doesn't make sense. In English, we might say like, oh, that's very me. In Japanese, no. We don't say very eerie. So with the sentence, Iori sensei wa totemo utsukushii work. Yes! はい、英語ではですね、ちょっとややこしいの話になるんですけど、日本語のね、副詞っていうのはとても美しい、とても静かだっていった形で、用言のみにくっつくんですけど、名詞にはくっつくことないじゃないですか。とても白しかだって言っても何の意味も通じないじゃないですか。特殊な環境下においては通じるかもしれないですけど、基本的には意味がわからない文章になってしまうんですけど、英語で例えばとても白しかだっていうとこれ意味通じちゃうんですよね。こういう言い回しがあって自分っぽいもののこととかすごい私っぽくない私らしくないっていう時にとても私だっていう言い回しがあるんですよ。これちょっとねこれは英語側が独特で面白いなと思うんですけど、はい、なので日本語でとても私だって言っても全く意味がわからない何を言ってるんだってなるんですけど、英語だと意味が実は通じる普通に言い回しとして存在するんですね。So yes, once again, adverb 副詞 only connects to 用言 and this is an advanced term, not so if you already know this and if you never heard of it, you might want to take a note. This is called 連用修飾語。これはねちょっと難しい言葉でございますが連用修飾語と言います。とても白しかそうすごく私らしくないとかっていう時にも言ったりします。Not even a little bit Iori. So like in the English way, if I said like, oh, it's very me, there is a way to say that in Japanese, but we don't directly translate and say とてもIori. We could say it's 私っぽい instead, but that's a different one. And we don't use the adverb in this case. Or we can say 自分らしい。そう、自分らしいもそう一緒のような役になるかな。But that's also a different one. And that's the reason why I was like translating this to Japanese viewers as well, because it's really interesting from a Japanese grammar perspective that you can combine very with yourself. Because that's not how the Japanese grammar works. So it's like that's like the interesting difference, right? And next one, 連体詞 pre-noun adjectival. So we had the adjectival now, but now it's a pre-noun adjectival. So this expresses state, condition, property, etc. Again, it's この大きなあらゆる. So wait, if it expresses state, condition, property, etc. We already had like something similar to this, right? Yes, but in this case, once again, the この大きなあらゆる doesn't change its form whenever there's like a word following. It does not. Plus, it only connects to taigen, which was noun. 連体詞っていうのも、形容詞などと一緒のような性質自体を持ってるんですけども、まず活用しないっていう大きな違いと、そして体言のみにくっつくことができるっていう大きな2つの特徴がございます。So for these kind of like words that only connects to 体言, we call it 連体修飾語。What I mean is that この学校 is a noun, school, but then this will mean this school. So with the word coming after the 連体詞, it did not change its shape, right? It did not change its form. It's still このstays as この. But we cannot put楽しい For example, 楽しい is an adjective 形容詞。この楽しいっていう風に文は作れませんよね。意味がまた分かんなくなってしまいますので。この学校っていうのは OK です。But この学校 this school is OK because 学校 is a noun。あらゆる means every. This is also a 連体詞. It did not change its form. And only 体言 noun could follow after あらゆる. So this is 連体詞. So I cannot say あらゆる other example. I was like constantly think of some example. ずっとなんか例えを考えながら喋るの難しいですね。例えばだけど、あらゆる幸せだとか言わないんですね。So I cannot say あらゆる幸せだ。No, that doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. 幸せだ means, by the way, the subject is happy. Or I cannot say like あらゆる静かだ。静かだ means it's quiet. How would you say this school is fun? この学校は楽しい。So この学校 stays together, and then there's 楽しい, and we combine it with は. For the は, を, and all those, it's gonna be covered next week since those are 付属語. So if you notice, yes, この, just saying この, it does make sense why it's standing alone, right? この means this. So that's the reason why all of the one that we've been covering so far today is under independent words. ちなみにね、今日ね、今教えてるのは全部自立語でございますので、見ていけば分かると思うんですけど、例えば、このっていうの単語一つでも意味が分かりますね。このっていうのは、この何かを指してるんだなっていう。わとかっていうのはですね、来週、付属語の時にお話ししますので、ありがとうね、全部未然形とかしてね、書いてくれて。ちょっとまだそこまで行ってないので、こことりあえずじゃあなんで先に、そっか、それをまずよっか、自立語とか付属語とかやってんだっていうと、わとかがとかの使い方が間違ってる方がたくさんいらっしゃるので、そこにたどり着くのに当たって、その、付属語の例えば助詞とか助動詞とか架空助詞とかから急にやってもみんなはてなはてなはてなってもうわけわかんなくなっちゃうと思うのね。その前にどうしても自立語を通らないと付属語を話さないといけないから今自立語から始めてます。 So yeah, thank you very much for the people who's like explaining about the Nentaiken things. Although I haven't really been into that, we haven't talked about Mizenke and all those yet, because I wanted to explain and teach you guys the ka, ga, and wa and all those, how to use those, because I noticed it's really difficult even in Japanese people. I sometimes see Japanese, like when I watch Japanese YouTube and I see like Japanese comments and chats there, I do see native Japanese misusing the wa, ka, ga, and all those. And I felt like I should explain that first before we talk about how the word form itself changes, like the mizenke and all those. So that's the reason why I started off with jiritsugo, because wa, ka, ga is under the fuzokugo, joshi, jodoshi, kakujoshi, and all those. And to get there, I had to start from here. Okay? If you felt like, hey, you haven't even explained about that, like the mizenke, renyoke, jishoke, and all those, like how each word's form might change, it's because of that. Because I wanted to reach to the ka, ga, and wa as fast as possible. Because without those, it's gonna be really difficult without understanding the meaning of wa, ka, ga. I could say wa is, and I could end it like that, but I don't want to cut you off like that, because wa is, but when you translate, it sometimes does not appear as is for all of the times. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm starting with jiritsugo, independent words for today. But like, I could have just went to fuzokugo, kind of dependent words, but I know that will be super complicating for you guys, because without knowing what yogen, taigen is, it's really difficult to explain those. Going back, so that was pre-noun adjectival. Next is conjunction, setsuzokushi. This is another easy one. It's a word that joins phrases or clauses in a sentence. Same as English, how it works. So for example, there's shikashi. Shikashi means but. Dakara means so. There's many other ways to say but and so, by the way. Even in English, we have like lots of different ways to say it. But I just translate with the most casual, common way to say it. We could say like hence, but we don't really say that in daily life, so we don't say it out. So I translate so. De, しかしだからっていうのは、接続詞でございますね。2つの文をくっつけています。Next one, 感動詞 exclamatory words. This one, when I googled the English definition, it said like emotions or reactions. I'm not sure if the call out responses are considered as exclamatory words in English. I'm not exactly sure, but in Japanese it is. 感動詞はですね、感情であったり反応とか呼びかけ、答えとかもたまに入りますね。こういうのが全部感動詞でございます。こんにちは。こんにちは。Hello is 感動詞。It's exclamatory words. It is exclamatory words. Hi, yes, it is exclamatory words. This is also really easy because usually these you will find the Japanese comma after this. This is a cheat, by the way, for if you need to take some like Japanese exams, and if it says like find the kandoshi, there's usually the dokuten after that. これね、感動詞の際の簡単詞とかね、も全部そうですけど、通常ね、こういうこんにちは、はいの後はね、読点がつきますので非常に見つけやすい言葉でございます。いや、はい。まあとかもそうだね。まあ、はあ、 そういうのは全部、感動詞、簡単詞とも言いますね。あーとかは多分もっと上に進むと簡単詞って言うんじゃないのかな。とりあえずこれあくしかね、ガチで中学文法っていう動画を YouTube で見ながら勉強し直して作ったのね、これ中学だから多分感動詞って言ってる可能性あると思う。そう、めっちゃ YouTube で勉強してきましたので今日。By the way, to make these slides, I wanted to make sure that my knowledge is correct, so I did restudy. I went on YouTube, watched the Japanese grammar lessons for Japanese middle schoolers. Because in middle school we learn about these. It starts from elementary, yes, but we dug into it in middle school. So I actually watched the lessons, took notes. 実際ノートも取ってやってますからね、これ。だからこんなスラスラ説明できてるんだよ。じゃなかったらもう恋愛就職後とか何ですかって言われたら何でしたっけってなるもん。何でしたっけってなるとこだったもん。そう。よいしょ。だもしもし、yes! もしもし、そうそう、感動詞、簡単詞。Cause it's calling out, right? もしもし、hello. ぶっちゃけ何でしたっけなりなります。もう全然なります。でもなんかやってたら思い出してくるよね。あー、確かにやったなーっていう感じで。Understand, I already forgot elementary school stuff. Yeah, me too. But like when I watched the YouTube videos, I was like, oh, the memories, it's all coming back. Goodbyes are kandoshi. I believe so. Let me be sure. No. Yes, bye bye is a kandoshi because it's. That's also one of a call out, right? It's like bye bye, saying to each other. ということで、so today was actually quite a quick lesson, but once again, looking at the chart, I'm gonna hide again. So 自立語の中で、so and the independent word is the one that doesn't change its form. There was 名詞 noun 副詞 adverb 連体詞 pre-noun adjectival 接続詞 conjunction 感動詞 exclamatory words。ということで、that was the parts of speech independent words. For this one, there's not really much to explain actually, because it's more like memorize. If you grow up in a Japanese environment, you can catch these naturally as you grow. But if you're not, I'm pretty sure, and I know I can feel that it's really difficult and might be really confusing. Though, don't worry, we did zoom through this lesson today. And we're gonna do the same thing for next week. But in 2 or 3 weeks, we're gonna be reading a short. I'm gonna go find a short story together that we can read. Because learning these with like actual living examples is the easiest way to understand. If I just like give you guys this information, yes, it's just gonna be memorization, but if we have the examples, it should be easier for you guys to digest and understand the meaning of it. So we will be doing it in 2 or 3 weeks. Next week, first we're gonna cover dependent words. Do you have weekly Japanese lesson? Yes, last week I wasn't feeling well, so it was postponed to this week, but it is weekly on Sunday PST. Short BL story? I was like thinking of finding an actual one. The one that, you know, like the one that copyrights are dead already. なんかもうすでにさ、著作権が切れてるお話だったら使えるので、それらを使って実際に再来週かその次ぐらいにはこういうのって全部やっぱり具体例があった方が分かりやすいと思うので、具体例を用いて教えていこうかなと思っております。それが多分再来週かな。来週が付属語なので。ね、そういう感じで、青空文庫、そう、今青空文庫ってググった。イエーイ何かあるかなと思ってて、何かあるかな短いやつって。確か小学校低学年がね、ちょっと鹿人村にいなかったので、実は鹿人の学校行ってなくって、なんか小学校低学年で読むもの知らないんだよねまさかの知らないっていう。なんか何を読むんだっけ、なんか金魚だっけ、魚のやつあるよね。新見南吉、ゴンギツネとかって結構あったじゃない。小3だったと思うんだけど、ゴンギツネはゴン生きていた農家はだいぶ後じゃない。小3じゃなかった？だって小学校1年生で読む1年生、あれか、国語教科書って言うんじゃない？ I'm searching the story that you might be able to do together in 2-3 weeks. スイミーだ、そう、スイミー読んだことないんですよ、博識実は。スイミー初見っていうスイミー初見っていう、だいぶ珍しい。スイミー絶対著作権あるよねスイミーありそう。What have pictures? You could try on your own. You could try on your own. スイミーないね、青空文庫に。鹿人ない。あ、そう、博士かね、鹿と人間のハーフの鹿人なんですよ。スイミーあるの？読んだことあるってことだよね。ないよね、多分あれには。I'm trying to find it. I can't find a story that's copyright free that you learn and that you read in first grade. 野原歌はちょっと違うくないかJump magazine. Yes, first graders does read that. Sometimes if they're like reading manga, if they're otakus, yes, from first grade they do read it sometimes. Yeah, I'll go try to find one that's easy and short, because we can't like, you know, read a really thick book together. 小学校低学年って調べた方がいいのかな。もう低学年でも漢字が多かったら多分大変なんですよね。The Hungry、 あ、腹ペコ青虫ね。But the copyright is it dead? 腹ペコ青虫って著作権ってどうなってるの今これ。全然エリック・カール氏に帰属してる。Yeah, Eric Carls still has the copyright 全然まだまだありますね。なんかなさそうなやつを探さないといけないの難しいな。ちなみに博士科は目標としてはみんなで飴玉を読めることですね。最後は飴玉をみんなで読むことが、目標です。一番最後は飴玉が一番記憶に残っているからっていう理由で博士科の博士科の記憶に一番残っている物語は飴玉です。なのでそれを読みます。 これも新見南吉さんか。これはね著作権ないんですよ確か。もう新見南吉さんのほぼほぼなかった気がする。Darn you, copyright. Yeah, it's darn you. For the reason why I'm trying to search easier ones is because yes, there are plenty of books that I can use on stream, though those ones include lots of kanji and it will be really hard for you guys. So I'm trying to find one that first grade or second grader reads, and we can start from there and eventually we might be able to go up. So Harry Potter web novel's first chapter might be okay to use, though if it's in Japanese there's gonna be hella bunch of kanjis. For the next lesson, first we're gonna do Fuzokugo, and then after that we're not gonna be actually reading the story. We are gonna be reading the story, but I'm gonna be using the sentences from the story. So we're gonna be like doing sentence by sentence. So super slowly we're gonna be covering the story. So at the end you'll be able to understand what it was, but more than that we're gonna be breaking it down. There's often furigana. Yes, but so if you jump to like Harry Potter or like famous like Japanese authors, I only can think of like Edogawa Rampo and all those. Yes, there are furigana, just that the word itself that's used is kind of more higher level Japanese. For the first and second grade, third grade Japanese books that they read, it's easier. It's the same in English as well, right? We don't want to start off from Shakespeare if you're a ESL. So it's kind of like that. That's the reason why I am gonna go on a hunt trying to find an easy Japanese short book with minimum kanji. There will be kanji though, there's no zero kanji from first grader. Yeah, reading levels, exactly. It's based on that. And there might be advanced learners here in the chat, but there's also people who just started learning Japanese with the class, right? So I want to set the level to them so we can learn it together from there and go up. I don't want to scare people off starting off from Rashomon. I don't want to do that. スーホーの白いマスカー懐かしいね。流行りのモンゴルじゃん。もう流行ってない。流行りでもね、ビバまた来ますからね。来年だっけ？また流行るよ。新見南吉の里の春、山の春。ありがとうメモる。ありがとう。めちゃくちゃありがとう。ビッグ感謝です。やっぱ新見南吉先生なんだな。我々が結局大人になってもお世話になるのは新見南吉先生なんですよ。Shakespeare wasn't good at English? That's why he used to write like that? What? Actually? Really? That's the reason why? By the way, I'm not good at reading English. Like, reading in general, even Japanese actually. I'm okay reading textbooks. Even if it's English nor Japanese, doesn't matter. Textbook is okay to read. I actually enjoy reading textbooks. The language ones, like the language class ones. If it's like book, I don't like it. If it's book, I don't like it. It has to be textbooks that I like reading. そう、これちなみに博士課の面白情報なんですけど、博士課ね、国語の教科書とか読むの大好きだったの。英語の時もその英語の教科書は読めるの。 本が読めない教科書は読めるんだけど本が読めない。文庫本とかが読めない。苦手なんだよね、本当に。教科書に載ってくれたら読める。だから教科書に載ってる話でも文庫本で手に取ると途端に読みづらくなっちゃうとか全然あります。何の違いかは分かんないけど、もう教科書だとすごいスラスラ入るThank you! ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. I understand it might maybe too early to talk about comparisons, like so tall that she makes Sheena look like Tenma by comparison. 比較級ね。But those are the lessons I'm anticipating. We will be covering that once I finish teaching you guys how to read a sentence and how to form it. By the way, I'm curious, is exaggeration as rare as sarcasm in Japanese? Both of them, I'm not like... The thing is, it depends on where you're from. If you're from the west side, exaggeration is what we do all the time. We talk like that. We exaggerate everything. So, there's one thing that we're taught as a child, as a kid in the west side of Japan. You should not believe the story that the adults tell you. Because the adults, and like not only adults, like everyone else, they exaggerate the story. They try to exaggerate it to make it more interesting and fun, right? That's how the West, at least like the West Side people talks like all the time. Magno, thank you! ありがとうございます。Thank you very much for the dono! Big dono, thank you! ありがとう! Sarcasm is the same. West Side does it more, I feel like, but the East Side does it as well. So it's not really rare. Exaggeration, sarcasm in Japan is not rare. But in West, it's more common. Especially if you go to Kyoto, sarcasm is the thing that they always do. There's a joke about that. By the way, in fact, it's not what they always do. It's just like the classic Kyoto people does that all the time. So some people are kind of afraid to talk to Kyoto people because the other things that they like, the compliments kind of hears like complaining actually. If the Kyoto people say that, but that's not the case by the way. That's just a fun joke that Japanese like to make. But some of them do talk like that. So there's a famous meme-ish. It's when Kyoto people say like, "Oh, your daughter's really good at piano." That means you're noisy. The piano's noisy in Kyoto dialect. And another famous one is that if Kyoto people say like, "Oh, you have a really nice watch," it means go home, check the time. You stayed here for too long, go home. はじめまして、個人所属員の方を応援しています。出会ったことに感謝して日本人に来て、はじめまして、カナダ発 VTuber 事務所フェイスコネクト所属の白鹿いおりと申します。日本語英語バイリンガルなので、それを活かして海外に来たちにですね、日本語を教える授業をしております。Backhanded compliment. Yes, so they do backhanded compliments. They love sarcasm as well. That's how the Kyoto people are. Osaka people doesn't really do that as often compared to Kyoto, though they do exaggerate, especially the Osaka people. They exaggerate everything they see, they experience. Yeah, I believe that the Kanto region people does the same as well, but it might not be as much as how the Western Japanese people are. But I don't know. I never lived in the Kanto region, so I'm not sure. Or like up in that Tohoku, Hokkaido, I'm not sure how they are exactly because I never lived in that area. But yeah, that's how it's like. This is like a huge difference between the east, by the way, is gonna be around like Shizuoka and north, and Aichi and north actually, and the west is like Shiga, to the south in Japan. This is like the huge difference. Aichi is a mix though. Aichi, Gifu is a huge mix. There is the east and west both culture. Japanese people are used to it between the lines way of speaking, I feel. They are, but Kyoto is another level. Kyoto is another level of doing that. But yes, it's true, we are used to that. Like when we hear compliments, I like, for like me at least, I'm like always like, oh, thank you. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, such a nice compliment, I'm so happy. And the other side, like the other me is like, no. That was not a compliment. Don't get tricked by that. So yeah. So if you live in if you only lived in Osaka, I hear that people who were born and raised there, when they move to Tokyo, they get culture shock because it's so different. It's so different. I just heard that Japanese rarely use sarcasm outside of Kyoto. I'm not sure. At least like the comedy that I like always uses it. I wondered if exaggeration was the same. Exaggeration is not like that, but sarcasm, yeah, especially, I will say it's not as common as English. That's true, but it's not like it's super rare. I don't know, but it might just be me, because like the people that I like to watch. I don't know. But exaggeration, it's super popular and super common. Everyone likes exaggerating things. ということで、Next Donation、Magnum さん、Thank you! ありがとうございます。Thank you so much for the big dono! Start a fund for textbooks? You mean like publishing Iori textbooks? Birthday merch idea! Iori JP lessons. And there's gonna be like the monthly subscription one. This is the free trial, free version. The subscription version, there's gonna be like those like textbooks and homeworks that you get delivered to your house, and there's gonna be group sessions. Like that. Oh my god, Loko-san, thank you! ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Yori-sensei, for the lesson. I swear I wasn't sleeping. You swear? I think I heard you dropping your phone. And snoring. I heard few snorings today. Oh, you're snoring! Is it a homework free edition? Yes, there is a homework free edition. Let me upload it now. On Discord. So if you join the Face Connect official community server Discord, and if you go under your nerd herd, there is a thread, a sub-thread called Shin Japanese lesson, and I upload homeworks after class. I'm just gonna do it now for today. So if you like to do the homework, because you know, if it's just me teaching you like this, you don't get a chance to output. If you go on the server, check the Shin Japanese lesson. There's free homeworks every week, so you can practice what you learned today. the Face Connect official community server. こんばんは、こんばんは。Free, by the way. Yes, it's free. It's free to join free homeworks. Oh, damn it. I should have took money. Just kidding. For free? Yeah, it's free homework. Free materials to output Japanese, or like what you learned from today's lesson. It's complete free materials. These usually costs money. But I decided to give you out for free because I want I really appreciate people who's interested in Japanese, and you know, if you guys can get the Japanese, that means like if I make a joke in Japanese, more people can understand. They'll be more happy, right? We can laugh together. And you have to see your handwriting. No! This week and last week. I just made it on Canva. But yeah, for the first few, for the kanji, there is going to be kanji lessons too in the future again. Those one will be handwritten, because I had to do like that. I'm like trying to find a way that's not handwritten, because I don't want... Like, I like my handwriting, but writing on iPad is super difficult, and I don't like my handwriting on iPad, so I'm like trying to find a way that I don't need to write it on iPad anymore. It sucks how it looks like I'm still gonna end like when I have to write it on notes, like analog writing. But if it's iPad, it's different! It's different! Relatable, right? Why is it so hard writing on a tablet? I look forward to being fluent in no time with you as my sensei. I had textbook and I'm not using any apps. Yeah, the bird's dead, so I can say this with Duolingo. It's not really it's a nice way to start it off, but you cannot be fluent with the Duolingo. That's like impossible. $15.88 something! Kill, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you for the super chat. Just found your channel through other PC members. Oh, thank you. I think it's awesome you're doing these lessons for real. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, and like Face Connect has other Japanese members as well. So maybe it might be nice checking them out as well for Japanese practice purposes. But you know, don't forget about me, please, or else I'm gonna cry. If you forget about me. That means you're gonna be in tears. Thank you, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you for the super chat. Your sensei makes me more motivated to learn the Japanese languages. Oh, thank you. Yeah. By the way, I do have a goal for this whole lesson series. At the end, I want to be able to read a story called Amedama together. This is what you learn at 5th grade. This is what you learn at 5th grade. This is like what I would like to do and make you guys be able to read Amedama at the end of this whole series. Japan とカナダをつながれる。無敵な愛だ金輪際ごめん、めちゃめちゃ分かんなかったわ歌詞想像してて5倍以上分かんなかった。想像してて5倍以上分かんなくてびっくりしちゃった今。Will this be an exam? Yeah, the exam! I know like some of you guys were asking like, would you do an exam? And I'm like, Would it be fun? fun. We can do like last time when we discussed what was it called? The app. Wait, I might have deleted it. I don't think I have it anymore. You know, like the app they can take a quiz together, like on the screen they can show you the questions and you can answer on your phone. What was it called? Kahoot! Yeah, so like we were talking about doing it on Kahoot someday, but we haven't reached that yet. So maybe we might do it in the future. Kahoot. You could do a more formal exam using Google Forms. Kahoot is fun! Kahoot is more fun. Kahoot's go. Oh, wait! Guys, why didn't you tell me? I forgot to wear my sensei glasses. I was a fake sensei today the whole time. I was a fake sensei today. Minna, なんで教えてくれなかったの？メガネ忘れてたじゃん。確か今日偽物の先生だったわ。無免許で教えてたわ、今日。無免ティーチャーやばいやつやってたよ。I thought you were wearing contact lenses? No, contact lenses are expensive. I'm trying to save it. To be fair, you look younger without them. Okay, let's take it off. I get that. I look like a baby without it. I look more... Don't I look more Nessa with these glasses? Well, if you like me without the glasses, I'm sorry, but I hope you guys don't mind me wearing glasses sometimes. You know, glasses are cute. I like glasses. You know, like the gap with glasses is huge. I like it. I want to see you wearing glasses too someday. Oh, Tonka! Thank you. ありがとうございます. Thank you for the super chat, Tonka. Since I'm glad you're back, there was someone who looked exactly like you without glasses. Oh no, that's so scary. That means that whoever was here without glasses probably didn't have a license to teach you guys. Oh no. By the way, I don't even have a license. I don't even have a license. How did they get into the school? The substitute was weird? Right. Oh, I'm so sorry that you guys had to learn something from that weird substitute teacher. But don't worry, I'm here again. So, shall we redo the lesson? Shall we redo the whole lesson? Yes, no! You guys are supposed to say no! You guys are supposed to say no! Who wants to learn more? No one! You guys are supposed to say no! More time with Sensei is always welcome. Ara ara. 可愛いこと言ってくれちゃって Such a cute thing to say, Magnum. Thank you. You're such a cutie. If we say yes, do we end up in detention? Why do you want to end up in detention? Detention? I've been bad. For what? You've been a good student. in the council. You wanna meet someone else than me? You guys wanna meet someone else than me? They want time with you? Really? Didn't sound like it. They sounded like they want to meet someone else. Rather than me. Ever since I will teach us how to swim, I'm scared of drowning. Swimming's easy. Just float. Float, move your arms, and you can swim. Oh, we are indeed. Later, such a nice boy. これなんか嫌だな。なんか嫌になってきた。やってて恥ずかしくなってきちゃった。Wait, no, I'm getting embarrassed now. Okay. Bye bye, everyone. Thank you very much for coming. I gotta go now. 慣れないことはするもんじゃないな。I shouldn't do anything that I'm not used to doing. Good boy, everyone. Good boy and good girl. See you at next lesson. And remember, there's homeworks if you need help. Again, I'll be free anytime after school. Just for you. Atsushika! By the way, I am not free. I'm so busy. Playing Sudoku. Bye bye. ということで、今日もありがとうございました。Oh, right, we have to do that. 起立気をつけありがとうございました。バイバーイ。Valentine merch is out on sale right now! イエーイということで、バレンタイングッズがですね、現在事前予約受付中でございます。日本時間3月15日までとなっておりますので、ぜひぜひよろしくお願いします。非常にね、イラストとなっております。やったー、みんな大好きな絵柄ですね。はい、そしてボイスがですね、日本語英語両方ございますので、単体でご購入する際は、言語誤りがないようにご注意ください。So there's Valentine merches pre-ordering right now! Yay! It's on pre-order right now! It will end on March 14th, so don't forget to place your order before that. There's acrylic sandy, lenticular, acrylic sandy, chibi keychain, Santa candle, Docky, half-size Docky, and Valentine voice pack. Valentine voice pack is a downloadable one, so you can get it right away on your phone. And there's English and JP, so if you're purchasing the voice pack individually, be careful of the language. Double check before you purchase. And if you purchase the Docky cover, you will get a matching photo card. So if you purchase mine, you'll get my photo card. And for the whole Valentine merches, if you purchase a merch, you will get a random Polaroid with each order. So you might get Michiru's when you purchase me. It's not guaranteed. Wait, there's photo cards too? Yeah, if you purchase the Docky cover, you get a matching photo card. So if you purchase my Docky cover, you get the photo card as well. So you could have me photo card. That means you can keep my me and your wallet. And the voice pack. They're sleeping in both again. I already said that. はい、そしてですね、抱き枕カバーをですね、お買い求めいただきますと、お買い求めいただいたタレントのフォトカードがついてきますので、博士課の抱き枕をご購入いただきますと、博士課のフォトカードがついてきます。で、ご購入いただいたらグッズ、どれか一つでもだと思うんだけど、お会計前に、ランダムポラロイドがついてきます。ただしこれはランダムなので、博士課の購入したからといって博士課のポラロイドが出るとは限りませんといった形ですね。ただ送料の加減で多分まとめて買われる方が多いと思うんだよね、正直コンプめちゃくちゃ難しいと思うこれで。アロマキャンドルはですね、白樺の香りでございます。博士課の One last thing I forgot to say is that my scented candle is birch scent, by the way. Merch link, please. Oh, thank you for reminding me that. The merch link, you can find it up in the pinned chat. 現在ですね、固定コメントのところから、グッズに飛ぶことができますし、Let me post it in the chat again. I'm trying to go get it. And here's the Valentine merch link. ということでよろしくお願いします。Once again, it's gonna end on March 14th, so don't forget to purchase it before that. And there was zombie cover released on Valentine's Day, JSC Valentine's Day on Nasa's channel. You can go watch that video from the link above as well. And before that, there was Coming the Money Money at the New Year's. That was on my channel. You can jump to that video from the link above as well. 以上でございます。ゾンビの歌ってみても出ました。そちらはですね、固定コメントから動画まで飛ぶことができます。そしてその前にリリース公開している神のマニマニ歌ってみたも、固定コメントから行くことができますので、そちらもよろしくお願いいたします。以上です。Excited for your say so voice pack. It is say so from last Christmas. I changed it to say so because I needed to prove to them say so, right? It's so sweet. So be aware of getting diabetes from listening to the voice pack. そしてボイスパックはね、いつも通り糖度 120% でやっております。甘です。博士課のボイスパックは甘いことに定評がございますので、激甘でやらせていただいております。よろしくお願いします。以上です。バイバーイ。